and players smiling.
But Michael Jordan is not only the best basketball player, but he's the most exciting basketball player to ever play.
Tatum fires away, pumps it in, 51 for Jason Tatum.
The Big Three NBA podcast is powered by Prize Picks and the Game Time app.
Well, I thought it was a good road trip. I think that they basically could have went 4-0, a really bad second half at Oklahoma City. And I wrote this, and people were giving me a hard time thinking, how dare you talk about our Celtics? But to me, you're looking at, when you look at the Thunder, okay, and now, you look at the Cavaliers. Those are the two teams that, because this is, you can say the Celtics are the favorites, and maybe they are, but I look at the Thunder and I look at the Cavaliers are the two best teams in the NBA at this point. Cleveland is 31-4. What is Oklahoma City? 30-5 going to their showdown. It's going to start in a few minutes. Mm-hmm. Looking at Oklahoma City, I just saw a team that's deep, right? And they should be deep. They didn't had all these lottery picks and all these first rounders, and they've done well with the draft, and they just got guys coming off the bench making plays. Guys like Aaron Wiggins and Isaiah Joe and the other Jalen Williams and guys who made plays in that game. And I think the Celtics are right now are a top 5 team in the league. You can say top 3 maximum, right? You're not better than the Cavs at this point. They're not better than the Thunder. So 3 at the highest, but top 5 at least. If you want to get to a championship level, I think they need to make another roster addition. And I saw that in that Oklahoma City game, they got tired. And it wasn't, because, they had come off a back-to-back against Minnesota and Houston. They had a day off. It was an afternoon game. But I just thought the depth is not quite there. And it's because, to me, they're having some guys who are not having great seasons. And maybe they'll warm up, okay? Al is not having a great shooting season. Drew Holiday, not having a great shooting season. Sam Hauser has dipped a little bit, okay? Those are guys you need to drop a bucket here or there. Peyton, as you guys have noticed, have seen, the league is starting to figure him out. And I'm not talking about he's easy to figure out, but they're paying him more attention. They know he's in the game to shoot threes. They're smothering him. They're making him into a driver and a passer. They're not giving him all these opportunities to score. I mean, there are times where Peyton is just looking for an open space just to release a shot. It used to be, we got to guard Tatum and Brown, or we got to guard, let him shoot a little bit. He had that freedom. That freedom is gone. He is a focus of the scouting report. And I think they need to get more athletic, another wing. If you want to say maybe a Jordan Walsh, is he ready? Probably not. Jaden Springer, a guy that they just has never really developed in the year plus of the year he has been here. He's still kind of a guy at the end of the bench. To me, they need they have 14 roster spots. They need just that one last wing defender, a guy who can drop a bucket. I mentioned maybe Lonnie Walker the fourth, he's in Lithuania right now. They have that open roster spot. It will cost them some money, because they're in a second apron. But the thing I saw a team that, like you said, Sherrod, is really beginning to defend, okay? But also, you want to have depth. You want to have bodies because Oklahoma City, they're going to bring Holmgren back and Caruso. They won that game without their starting forward, and they're probably their best on-ball defender, okay? They won 15 straight without those guys. Mm-hmm. Cleveland, is going to make a move. Like, Cleveland is looking at this and like, this is us. Cleveland is not waiting until next year. Cleveland fully feels like they can win the East and go to the finals. I don't think there's any doubt about that. So believe me, the Cavs are going to make some moves. So for Celtics, our roster's perfect. No, it's not. It could use another body unless you want to depend on guys to get to that, to Hauser to be better. But as I wrote, Hauser's been to the free throw line this year twice. He does not get to the free throw line. So if he's not hitting threes, he's not scoring he's not all that, and he's not great defensively. He's trying. He was better last year. Like, their bench has limitations, and guys have taken a little bit of a step back. Drew, Al, a little bit. Mazzulla, as we know, doesn't necessarily always trust Nemi. Sometimes he trusts him, sometimes he doesn't. Jordan Walsh has got the D down, but he's got to get the 3 down. He's not still a great shooter. He's working on it. Down the road, he'll help this team, but I don't think it's this year. So what I saw in this road trip was a team that is very good and is going to get better when they defend more, and as they are, but could use one more little addition, a guy who could get some buckets off the bench, take some load off Tatum and Brown, and just get, because if you're Peyton, you're scoring with the 3. If you're Hauser, you're definitely scoring with the 3. So who off the bench, can get buckets and get to the free throw line, can score other ways. I think, you get a guy who can just, like I looked at the Thunder with Wiggins and some of those guys. It was like, wow, those guys can score. And the Celtics have those guys, but maybe not as much if they're not scoring from 3.